wrong free. No. For what you heard, I'm painting that page you ain't need. If every tuck can't fly no more, I close my eye and tuck my heat. Fill my hole with bad G, so my mind get wrong free. I really feel dangerous.
Man, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all hit the notification button for the kids. True love. How everybody doing today, man? We here with my second episode, 1% podcast. My pops with me today.
Yeah.
Like always, man, I got a special guest in the building, man. 2-time back-to-back national champion, my boy Javon.
Oh, good job.
Man, Javon, such a blessing and honor to get you here, man. I remember when I went down to Baldwin County to go talk to your team when you was in high school, and our relationship just carried on from now. And I appreciate you, kid, for just rocking with me, locking in with me back then.
Sure, man.
But I want to ask you, how was it winning the national championship the second time?
I ain't gonna lie, the second time kind of felt better than the first.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The first time, the first time, it was a big accomplishment, not only for me, but for the university, because it had been 40 plus years since it won. But that second one, I was like, okay, yeah, we really, because it's, I wouldn't say it's easier, but it might be a little bit easier to win that the first time. But it's not as easy when you come back and you're trying to do the same thing.
Sure.
When you know you got that target on your back, people trying to aim for the best, aim for the top. And just for us to win that second one, it was a huge accomplishment for me. And to receive the individual accolades that I did,
Tell me about them.
That was a real moment, man. That I couldn't dream that big. Sitting in Milledgeville, you would have never told me that I would have been a back-to-back MVP for both of the college playoff games.
Come on now.
I couldn't dream that big, man. So I give all my honor and glory to the man upstairs, man. And I'm so grateful, man, to be sitting here in front of you today, man.
2-time national champion.
Congratulations.
Back-to-back MVPs in both games. My boy star shot it. Hey, you got one more year? What you gonna do?
I don't know. It all depends. Like I said, God's time, it is always God's time. He right on time. So, whatever God has in store for me, I ain't gonna knock that. I ain't gonna try to go against God's purpose. So,
sure.
You know what I'm saying? I can't really speak on it right now, but you definitely see.
Man, a lot of people see Kirby Smart, man, and see how vibrant he is, how passionate he is. So how is he playing for a coach like that, like Kirby?
I love it. I mean, you got to know your players. Everybody don't take the same coaching. And, you know what I'm saying, coming from a similar, upbringing from Coach Higgs, they kind of similar to me. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily, people always see the screaming and the yelling. They don't really see the behind the scenes work when he tells you, okay, this is where you messed up at. You know what I'm saying? I can go back to the Ohio State game. We were down a couple of touchdowns, and he was so calm, even in the chaos, man. It was just we worked on that route in practice. We did this, we did that, and he was like, "It's the same route they did." You know what I'm saying? The up back. You know what I'm saying? And he was just it just shows his character as a coach, because you can slowly see okay, our season kind of slipping away, and he's still remaining composed. You know what I'm saying? He's still keeping his composure. And that's just the type of person he is, man. He a cool dude, great coach, and even better person out the field, man. I mess with him heavy.
I got a question about how your family receiving all this new fame.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I think my mom kind of like it. My brothers, I think they kind of, you know what I'm saying? My brother, I think they like it. My sister, I don't think she like it, though. I don't think my sister like it. But me, I don't really get into it, because it's just you know what I mean? I know who real and who not. You know what I mean?
Right.
This, especially in, you know what I'm saying, a game of football, man, you got people that's with you when you up, and people that don't really care about you when you down. So, and I've experienced some of that, you know what I'm saying?
So talk about that. Talk about, man, what you done been through to get where you at. Man. People don't even, man, you got a story to tell. Say it for me.
Like I said, people always up with you when you up, you know what I'm saying? You get the MVPs, you win the natties, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, oh, you the best. But, you know what I'm saying, people don't know, in the beginning of the season, like, well, people probably do know because I mean it was like on blast, like ESPN, like I was sitting in a jail cell. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Like I'm sitting at home watching my team play. And you know what I'm saying? When them boys went to Missouri, I couldn't make it. That ate me up inside. You know what I'm saying?
And they almost lost.
You know what I'm saying? So it's at a close game, and you know what I'm saying? You don't want to sound like overly cocky or confident or arrogant or something like that, but you just know, like, sometimes, like, you know you can make a play to help your team win, and for me to feel so, you know what I'm saying, like, empty inside and like, not being able to help my team in any kind of way other than supporting them, that ate me up inside, man. But just... You know what I'm saying? Just some of the experiences, like I said, like I was sitting in a jail cell and, you know what I'm saying, my coach had to bring me into his office and tell me what, you know what I'm saying, the situation, how we gonna handle it and things like that, man. Like, and like I'm not a big internet guy, but you know what I'm saying, my mom, my pops read the internet sometimes and, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that they say about they, you know what I'm saying? And I could tell that it kind of bothered. Yeah, man, like you'll be surprised, man. That's why you know, like I said, you can never get too high, you can never get too low. I always try to keep that level head, man, stay maintained, because, you know what I'm saying, all that can be taken from you just like that. And I feel like that was really the switch that I needed.
That's
you know what I mean? Because from that point on, it was really kind of
crazy.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Be taken away.
Yeah.
After like over with.
And I was one of them guys that was kind of naive and be like, yeah, all right.
Ain't gonna happen to me.
It ain't gonna happen to me. You know, everybody got it. Ain't gonna happen. All right, yeah, it was you. It ain't gonna happen to me. Nah, it'll happen to you. You know what I'm saying? You football going just like that. And I was like, okay, and to me that was just like, okay, that was really the best thing that ever happened to me last year.
Wow.
I would do it if I could do it again, I would do it the exact same way because I would probably still been stuck in my old ways. You know what I'm saying? Still doing some of the same dumb, ignorant things that I was doing before. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that was a blessing in disguise. And like I said, God got a plan for everybody. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to fulfill his purpose.
That's it.
What hurt the most? Like, I know you was saying, like, people was talking, bashing you, and you was like, well, I found the real from the real. So what hurt the most going through that situation, man? I know some people you thought that had your back, you was locked in with. I know some of them flipped on you.
The worst part probably was my family, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I told myself, like, you know, sitting in that cell, like, you get a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? Like,
free time.
Like, it's free time. Like, you ain't nothing you can too much do in jail. So you got a lot of time to think to yourself, man. And just, and I told myself I wasn't calling my mom off the jail phone. I couldn't do that. And, you know what I'm saying? So sitting there just kind of waiting, you know what I'm saying? Like, waiting for me to get out and things like that. The hardest part was just, like, my family knowing.
Facing your family.
Yeah, my family knowing, and because they didn't find out about me either. You know what I'm saying? So when you get I'm on my phone, you know what I'm saying? When I get out, I check my phone, I get a dun-dun-dun. I'm thinking, okay, somebody got traded, you know what I'm saying?
You on the bottom of the ticket.
Javon Bullard arrested. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? And for me not to, you know what I'm saying, be able to tell my folks what really happened and, you know what I'm saying? Like the mistakes that I made coming out of my mouth, and you got to hear from outside sources and things like that. That was bad, man. Like that was probably the most humiliating part about it. And like I said, that like my mom, my parents, my family in general mean the world to me. So you know what I'm saying? That was embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? On a whole other level, like you know what I'm saying. So that was probably the worst part of it.
But knowing how you was raised, how you was able to bounce back. You know, kudos to your parents and your family, like you said, and the support. And you really know when you start to tell everybody about me and my crew, you know, without them, you really don't have nothing. So it's like, and don't ever forget that even when the money comes, still stay the same humble cat that your parents raised. So you won't get beside yourself. But then it's good to get bashed up early. So when you get banged up early, you ain't got to worry about getting banged up later because I would never hear your name again because you're going to stay out the way.
Right, yeah. Exactly, man. I couldn't agree with you more because it's just like it's crazy because you sound just like my mom. Like, she's like, I'm happy that it happened now. As opposed, you know what I'm saying, later down in your career, like your junior, your senior year, because that's something like you can, you know what I'm saying, hopefully move past, you know what I'm saying, and move forward onto. But like I said, the support, man, that I got, not only from my family, but from my city in general.
Come on now.
Like my city, man, shout out to Millville, Georgia, man, 478, man. But like my city, man, like the support that I received, that I still get, you know what I'm saying, the jerseys that they buy and things like
Coach Hicks.
Man, come on, man. The you know what I'm saying, the word that Coach Hicks give me, Coach Ricks, man, all those people in my city, my family, friends. I got homeboys that tell me, hey, Hey, you gotta tighten up, dog. Like, you feel me? Like, man, I never forget, man. My boy Jay Can called me, sent me a paragraph, man, and Jay Can from Westside Macon, and he texted me. He was like, bro, this shit something we all dreamed about.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? We dreamed about that. You just tell me, you know what I'm saying, well, you gonna do this, and you doing it. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't mess it up. Like, and I took that coming from somebody my age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, you right, bro. Like, I got to tighten up.
Let me get it right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the support that I received, you know what I'm saying, throughout my city and surrounding counties, it was amazing, man. I probably wouldn't be standing in front of you today without that support.
Hey, man.
So, man, when you was, last thing, nigga, because I don't think people understand, bro, you was locked up in a cell during the football season, and a couple months later, you're a national champion. MVP for both games. Folks don't understand, boy, that's...
The highs and lows in that.
You him, bro. Proud of you, bro. Because that's a lot of... But that come from him, that gut, man, that grit, to keep going, to keep pushing through, that determination, man. And,
oh, God. Like, it was days, man, I ain't gonna lie. It was days, and my mama can attest to this, it was days that I wasn't feeling it. Like, it was days, because I was... like I said, you know what I'm saying, and Coach Smart, credit to our coaching staff, man, they kept me in it. Because it was times when I was like, man, like my mind, I was mentally out of it, man. Like I was like, bro, like I'm still thinking about what happened.
Yeah.
Still thinking about the stuff I got to do outside of football, you know what I'm saying, with legal issues and things like that. And they kept me in it, man. They was like, bro, you know what I'm saying, we still with you know what I'm saying, we still got you. We still got a long season to go. You still our guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my teammates, man, my brothers, man.
Block,
boy, come on, man.
I tell everybody that when your teammates in college, brothers.
Man, them boys said, bro, you good, bro. We got you. You know what I'm saying? They were like, we gonna hold it down. And I remember, you know what I'm saying, like giving them boys a look on the scout team. Because I got moved to scout team because I wasn't playing, but my coaches still wanted me to get the reps. And
brother, y'all hear this?
Like,
that man was on scout team, bro.
To MVP.
The MVP.
That's crazy.
But just how humble you are, bro, to be like, you know what, I'm gonna play my role.
Facts.
On my role.
That's it, man.
It wasn't about you.
Yeah.
It never is. That was the thing about it. So, like, man, I remember my boy William Poole, man.
I know Will from Hateville, man. I know Will.
Right, man. Hey, man, probably one of the smartest and technique sound DBs I know.
Sure.
Like, watching Poole last year.
Yes, sir.
Watching Poole last year, I learned a lot from Poole last year, man. So, like I said, man, Poole, he had text me. He texted me on some stuff. He was just like, man, you good, bro. Everybody make mistakes and things like that. And it was just, man, like, he said in a team meeting one time, he was like, Coach Smart was just asking, like, you know what I'm saying, what's a quote that, you know what I'm saying, to fit this team? And, you know what I'm saying, at the time, Poole, I think, was like a fifth-year senior, and, you know what I'm saying, like, he wasn't playing as much. But me and Poole kind of got similar stories, because Poole really didn't play throughout the whole season last year. And you turn around in the college playoffs, in the playoff game, Poole, probably crazy. You know what I'm saying? If not the best defender we had those two games. Like Poole had like 6 deflections, like in the Natty game alone. I'm like, that's crazy. And now you turn around and you flip it, and you like, I'm on the scout. Poole was on the scout team too. Like when he couldn't play. I mean, you turn around, you flip it. I'm on the scout team helping my team. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to not only, you know what I'm saying, perfect my craft, but you know what I'm saying, give my team the best look. And fast forward, you know what I'm saying, a couple months later, and I'm standing on the podium with Stetson Bennett, 2 MVPs. Like you can't, you can't write that up. Like that's nothing but God, and you know what I'm saying, and the help around you, man. So a lot of credit to my family, my teammates for just mentally keeping me in it, because it was times where it was like, I don't think this shit gonna work. You know what I mean?
For sure. I tell people all the time, bro. Our coach used to always tell me this: when you put that jersey on, it said the university on the front and then your family name on the back. It don't say your first name. So that's who you representing. When they turn that TV on, they gonna see Curney.
Yep.
They gonna see Bullard. They ain't gonna see Javon. I ain't gonna be on the front of that jersey. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, I remember my junior year, I got in some trouble, bro, and I was blessed enough not to get caught.
Out. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't get out. And I had coaches right now to this day. He my uncle now, Daniel Wilcox. He was the first person I called. I was like, man, bro, I done messed up, bro. I done got in some trouble, bro. Man, you know this, man. I went to school. I think that was on like a Friday. I went to school that Monday. None of my coaches said nothing to me. None of that. The only person who knew was my head coach. And the only reason why I knew he knew, he shook my hand. He was like, yeah, you all right? And I was like, yes, sir. And I walked by. He grabbed me and was like, nah, are you okay? And I was just like,
Yeah, oh God.
But he kept it real P, man. He kept it solid, man. Coach Elliott, man. That was my guy. But boy, I understand what you're saying, boy. In your mind, you be like, boy,
yeah, is this ever gonna be over?
Yeah.
Felt like I was going through that phase for a minute, man. We was playing when I came back. We was playing Auburn, and just that run out the tunnel, like I was like,
back to my element.
So I was like, woo, like you feel me? Like it's been a long time coming. I was only out a week, and it felt like forever.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? You go to work with your boys every day, every weekend, man. It's like, I was like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't go to them, you know what I'm saying, them meetings and things like that because, I mean, it really wouldn't be no point. You got to say, you got to, you know what I'm saying, get out your role. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your role right now. Like, this week, it's not your role. You can't really help us in a physical aspect. So you got to just embrace your other role, and that was a hard part to swallow, but it was a much needed pill to swallow too.
Sure. Well, let me ask you this, man. A lot of fans, right? People who really don't understand the sport and the preparation it take. Any other sport, bro, besides like boxing or something, you playing baseball every night, basketball every night. Football, you playing one time, you got 6 days to prepare, 5 days or 3 days to prepare. Talk about the preparation to be a champion, bro, and to do it twice. Because like you just said, I understand the first time, you be like, boy, but the second time when people, it's not a secret no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The first year is Clemson, Georgia, Bama, O State.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year is, okay, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
They them guys this year, so.
All year.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everyone know it was Georgia. Georgia the one.
And you know what's crazy? Because, like last year, we lost so many draft picks. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be sitting up here lying to you if I say we didn't come in this year with a chip on our shoulder. Like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we lost. Well, yeah.
Everybody.
First rounders last year.
Yes.
Off the defense side.
Defense alone, like, so you couldn't tell me, like, looking at that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, they lost 5 defensive starters, all in the first round. Yeah, they not coming back. They ain't finna do nothing. It's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We took that and we ran with it. And, like, you know what I'm saying? People, all the naysayers think like, man, we never said Georgia wouldn't be nothing, but like we hear the critics like going into the game. I know before a game, especially like a night game or evening game, I turn on College Day football.
Come on now, me too.
I turn on College Day football. I remember vividly, man. Me and Chris Smith, who was roommates in a hotel before the Tennessee game.
Yeah.
And like how everybody was just picking Tennessee and, you know what I'm saying, really just dogging us, like really not believing in us again. Like it was like, because we had just had a close game in Missouri.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, Georgia not in all that.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? And,
like we ain't proving.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's a chip on our shoulder, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And that's a, you know, it's a credit to me because like individually, like my mindset is it was never about, you know what I'm saying, me proving nobody wrong. It's just about proving myself right.
Come on,
like
man.
I'm letting everybody know that I am who I say I am. And Stephon Diggs said that, man, and when he said that, I swear to God, that's like my favorite quote to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, cause it's just real. Like I'm not trying to prove, you know what I'm saying, prove you wrong. I'm trying to prove me right. Like I know I'm that guy. I'm gonna show you that I'm that guy. Like, but as far as like preparation, I feel like that's where we got the edge on everybody in the country, to be honest. Like, the preparation never stops.
How hard y'all work, bro? B100. From Milledgeville, from high school. Compare the
great high school career, all the accolades.
Compare that work that you had to do from then to Georgia.
Man, and it all started because you know what I'm saying, I always felt like I had to work a little bit harder. Like, I ain't the biggest guy ever, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm what, 5'11", 6 foot on a good day, 190, you know what I'm saying? And I'm playing with guys that's 6'7", you know what I'm saying? 330 pounds.
330,
come on, man.
Like, run, 5 flat.
Come on, man. Like,
coming to see you back there.
Like, dog.
You ain't safe back there.
So I always felt like I had to run a little extra, lift a little more, you know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as like the preparation and things like that, I feel like that's where we stand out, you know what I'm saying, from everybody. And like that's my biggest aspect, the mental part. You know what I'm saying? Because physically, we all gifted. We won't be here.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody good. And that was probably the biggest lesson I learned going into college.
Wow.
Like, coming from, you know what I'm saying, Millersville, okay, you a big fish in a little pond. Well, shit, now you in a big pond with other big fish. Like, you come to college, everybody good.
Everybody's
like,
Sharks in the water.
what? And I'm trying to tell you, like, it's like some dogs, like, people out there feeding their families off of doing, like, playing this sport. Like, so it's like, man, the work ethic that we put in through the whole week, doesn't matter who we play, like, we treat every week the same. We prepared, you know what I'm saying, for Sanford, just like we prepared for Ohio State.
Come on now.
Like, it's the same thing
Mentality.
week in and week out. Like, the
Same
mentality we have going into a week, like, okay, it's not about y'all. It's not about what they do, what we need to stop. It's all about what we got to do. Like, what we need to do to be successful. And, like, those are the mottos for life, man. You can't really blame nobody else for you know what I'm saying, or how they, you know what I'm saying, view you, or how they make you feel, or anything like that. They can force you to do different things. It's never on nobody else. It's always on you. So, like I said, like, that's why I love this game, because it puts you in the different aspects. Like, this give you life lessons, man. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. The work we put in, like, the unseen work that we put in, and that's all over the country, man. College athletes, period. Like, the unseen work, they see us on Saturdays.
For 4 hours. That's how we get.
Come on, it don't even, like, it start in the film room. like sitting there, people think class hard. Like, people think class is hard. Try sitting in a cold meeting room 2.5 hours, taking notes, like, not moving, doing walkthroughs, then turn around and go into class, going to tutoring, then having to do that same thing
Again. Get up at 5 in the morning.
5 in the morning. Everybody's sleeping. We out there running, sweating and dying. Come on, man. It's not, I say it's not meant for everybody, but those who get it.
For sure. Man, let's talk about real quick a little bit. I know your position, right, is like nickel, what y'all call it, star?
We call it star, yeah.
Star, right? And a lot of times, bro, a lot of plays you make on the other side of the ball, you doing a lot of man. Don't talk about like y'all defense a little bit. What y'all run, a 4-2-5?
You know, it's crazy. We run a mixture. Everything.
Say no more.
We run a mixture of everything.
I just love how they have you in the box, man. I know when y'all played Old State, while you were giving them boy fits out there. I said, man, you put my boy outside linebacker.
Man, like, that's a huge credit to our staff, because they find a way to, you know what I'm saying, let players make plays. Like, I always said, I told
I
in interviews,
love that, bro.
in interviews, like, just like with the D-line, I feel like the D-line probably the most unselfish position we got, man, because certain things aren't designed for you. You know what I'm saying? It's designed for your brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you want to get greedy, it can mess up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Come
You know
on.
what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to be picking this guard so your brother can wrap around and you trying to get the sack now. You know what I'm saying? Now ain't nobody
They run into
getting it.
each other. Same
You know what I'm
gap.
saying? So, like, but, like, that's a huge credit to our coaching staff, man. They try their best, and 9 out of 10, they dead on, man. Like, they try their best to put us in the right position, put us in the right car, and just allow their playmakers to make plays. And along the defense, man, we got playmakers all over the board. So, you know what I'm saying, I was just, you know what I'm saying, fortunate enough to be in those positions and be able to make those plays, man. And it's just like I said, we live in a help me, help you defense. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going up against, 6'6" guards and tackles. Like, that's not my preference, but, you know, I would do what I got to do, you feel me, in order to, you know what I'm saying, be successful on the defensive side of the ball.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I respect you, because every DB I know, they don't want no part of that. Shouting.
Yeah.
You be in that 5.
Oh, you got to,
be in
man.
that box.
You got to, because it's just like, I mean, bro, it's football. And you gotta love it, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, you can't be shy and timid out there playing football, SEC. No, it ain't, like, if shy and timid is adjectives that describe you as a person,
Oh, yeah, you ain't gonna make
yeah,
it.
you
Say
ain't
the
gonna make
sport
it.
for you.
Yeah, they say the sport for you at all. Like, you're not gonna make it, man. But like I said, like, it was some things that I, you know what I'm saying, didn't really, you know what I'm saying, mentally want to do. But, you know what I'm saying, you don't think about that in the moment. Like, you thinking, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to,
for my
you know what I'm saying. I remember vividly, Kentucky game, they had put, like, it was like in a odd formation that we really hadn't seen on film. And they had made our backers bump out and really play DB. Like, the backers had to play DB, and I had to bump in and play backer. And I remember, man, them 2 guards came and they knocked me out. Like, I'm sitting here, like, taking on 2 guards, and I'm just like, But like I look in the backfield and smile running, tackling for a loss, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even like the crazy thing about like we work together so much, and like when it's done properly, it's beautiful.
Sure.
It's beautiful. Like I'm talking about like a musical instrument. Like it's beautiful. It look good, sound good, and it feel good to do it.
Now.
But when it's done wrong, ooh boy.
Coach when he get
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real deal. Help me, help you defense. It's unselfish ball, man. You just gotta love it.
Like, man, a lot of what you're talking about now, a lot of those things that was instilled in you from the game, man, a lot of those things instilled from my dad with me. But that's how he is with me. That's how he is with all of us, his family. He'll help me, help you. Like, man, that man, right, the one, right? He do whatever he got to do
That's it, man.
to make sure all of us succeed, bro. Like, everybody.
That's the goal.
Facts.
That's my kids are my legacy. I don't have my run, and I wouldn't be here without them. So it's like giving back, and I don't want all the glory. Like what you getting your glory, your mom and dad ain't trying to get your glory. They understand, but when I hear you speak about how you are, that didn't come from Georgia. That came from Milledgeville.
Yeah, definitely.
That came from your parents, the upbringing, and it ain't just started 2 years ago. And they gonna love you through it with the natties, without the MVP. So if even when you went through what you went through, they're not bashing, and they ain't finna let nobody else bash. And they not finna keep on going through it, and they ain't finna keep being on everybody's lips all the time.
Facts.
So that's, like you said, man, kudos to your parents. They did a great job. You're a great kid. So it's like, wow, same thing with my boy, man. It's like, just being a part. I was just telling him when we came in, let me be in the backseat with Cam. You know, I'm out the way, man. This show, I'm just a support. So we don't have a good run at it, and it's like, don't ever forget
Where you come from.
How hard your parents and what they went through to get you there. And it's like,
sacrifice.
How he do shower me with everything. That man come and wash my car by hand. I'm like, bro, you really? He like, yeah, man, I just got to wash the car, man. It's like, wow. And I don't take it for granted. And it's like the same thing with your parents. I can't wait till you get to the next level so they ain't got to worry about nothing, never no more.
It's crazy you said that because, you know what I'm saying, like, we went out to eat yesterday, man. We went out to eat because we just came back from my teammate's funeral, man, RP there.
Man.
Yeah.
And we went out to eat. And just the opportunity just for me, like,
come on now.
I was just like, hey, nah, it's on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a big deal to most people. But you know what I'm saying? Coming where we come from.
What you 19, 20?
I'm 20 years old.
Yeah, your baby.
Me being old, you know what I'm saying? Me being blessed enough and fortunate enough to be able to take my parents out to eat. That was a big deal to me. Like that's a milestone for me because, you know what I'm saying, for a long time.
You remember the times now?
Yeah, man. I couldn't do that, you know what I'm saying? My mom and pops always, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we got it, baby, you know what I'm saying? But now that I can, you know what I'm saying, give back to them just a portion, like, even I could never, you know what I'm saying? Repay them for the sacrifices they made and the time they put in and the words that they giving me and just all the good things that they instilled in me. I can never repay them for that. But just to give me that, like, get them that small portion of, like, thank you and appreciation, that was huge for me, man. So
and he on the same thing with me and his mom. It's the same thing. It's like everybody understand the sacrifices that we made for him to be where he at. So it's like, and to hear that come out, I commend your parents because, see, people ain't raised kids, especially with you, so you ain't got to listen no more. Because, see, you where you want to be. So now you once the money get to coming, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
He told me, he like, man, for you to be in the situation you in, you don't live nothing like where you should be. I said, man, I know where I came from.
Yeah.
So it ain't about this money, man. I said, well, I remember we ain't had nothing. So, man, it's like, and I commit and celebrate yourself, man. You earn this. I love the humbleness, but you earn this. You worked your butt out. It's no vacations, no time off, and stuff happens. And see, God will make stuff happen in your life early, so you learn the lessons early, so you don't get tripped up late. I can't wait to see you play 15 years in the league.
Yeah,
and be a head coach. Because see, my grandbaby come over, we need a scholarship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
I want to talk about Big Dev a little bit. You have any experiences, anything with him that you want to share? That was a good moment, bro.
Man,
type of teammate he was.
Smile. One thing, man, you see Devin smile, bro. Devin come in his room right now, light it up. Just that smile alone, man. And just the type of person he was, man. You talking about caring?
Yeah.
Like anything you needed and Dev could help you,
Yeah.
he would do anything he would to help you. You know what I'm saying? Rain, sleet, or snow, man. Just hearing the guys speak about him at his funeral yesterday just shows the character and you know what I'm saying, the type of person that he was, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never the type of person to question God, but sometimes you just think,
For
like,
sure.
well, you know what I'm saying? Why people got to go
somebody
through
like
so,
that,
man.
for sure.
Yeah, man. Him and Chandler, man. Chandler was my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, man, people don't know, like, when I got, you know what I'm saying, my incident,
Come on now.
like, I had no license.
Come on now.
Chandler would pick me up from, you know what I'm saying, pick me up 8 o'clock in the morning so I can go eat breakfast at the facility and things like that. And 8 in the evening after I get done
with
class, you know what I'm saying, class and practice. I would sit in there and we would play spades for like an hour and a half every day. Every day, it never failed, man. And she would drop me off, and it was a cycle every day, man. She would do that, you know what I'm saying? And like, man, just, you know what I'm saying, realizing that, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't say over, but, you know what I'm saying, postpone until a later time till we see each other again.
Sure.
It's crazy, and like, it's still, to me, like, I still can't believe it. I'm still in shock, man, because 2 people that didn't deserve, you know what I'm saying, to be where they are now, but, you know what I'm saying, I know they in a better place, so it always warmed my heart up just knowing that.
Yeah. I'm sorry for your losses, bro.
Yeah, appreciate that.
You, man, take it on the chin, kid.
Definitely.
So, another thing I want to talk about more with some ball, bro. Everybody now talking about Stetson Bennett, right? How is it going against him and competing? I had a quarterback at my school named Dan Ellerton, man. He was, boy, lights out. Could run, throw on the run. We went to Tennessee my senior year and beat Tennessee myself.
I remember that. I remember that.
But they won nothing like how they is now, though. But
well, you went crazy that game, too.
I did all right.
Hey, you went crazy that game.
But, man, talk about Stetson Bennett, man, because I don't care what nobody say, but Holmes is a winner.
Can't coach that.
Bro, I don't care what nobody say.
Coach a winner, man. That's why, you know what I'm saying, people have their naysays about Tom Brady and things like that. I'm all for a winner, dog. Like,
Right.
I would never knock a man that is about his business and he gonna win at all costs. I never knock you for that. Tom Brady is a winner. Stetson Bennett is a winner. Like, a winner. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's a competitor. And the guy want to win, man. And he proved, like, I don't really know what you gotta. That shows. It really just shows. His story just shows that whatever you do, you'll never make nobody happy.
Come on, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
2 national championships.
Back to back.
No offers. Walk on.
You know what I'm saying? Went JUCO, came back to Georgia.
Oh, you was already at Georgia?
Walked on at Georgia, went JUCO, came back to Georgia.
What?
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, him.
Come on, man. Dude is a winner. Dude is a competitor. I love Stetson to death, man. Just going up against him. And our moment on that stage, I always remember that, man, because it's just, you know what I'm saying, him telling me how much he appreciated me, and the same thing vice versa, man. I was telling him, man, I look up to you, man.
Come on now.
Like, your story, even to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm your teammate, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's amazing. Like, this coming from a guy, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, so I see you every day. I work with you every day, but that don't mean I don't look up to you, man. So, like, his story is impeccable, man. And like I said, I don't think his legacy is done. You know what I mean? People continue to doubt Stetson, but at the end of the day, man, Stetson a winner. So, you know what I'm saying? Just, like, if you don't like that, then I don't really know what's up with you, because, like, the dude gonna win. Like, he's a winner. He's proved that day in and day out, year after year, literally, like, back to back. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't, you know what I'm saying? We're not the same team without Stetson and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
come on now.
He's that guy. Like, he you know what I'm saying? He's that leader for us. Like, at the quarterback position, you have to be a leader, but the way he does, man, it's just tremendous. He does a tremendous job, and he's done a tremendous job, man. His legacy should forever, I know it's gonna forever live on in Athens, Georgia.
Wait, what?
So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy 13, man.
Son of a- Man, I remember when I was in school, that was the first time they started, like, paying players.
Mm-hmm.
Not now. Not how y'all getting paid now. Not with the NIL deal. But, boy, I wish I could go back to school just to get a little change about how y'all boys be getting paid now. But I mean, we used to get probably like $1,300 a month, bro. $1,400 a month. It was such a struggle, kid. Such a struggle, bro. Now you see players getting M's senior in high school before they even go to a school, bro.
That's crazy.
I got a homie now who just went to Ohio State. Man, the man freshman. He ain't even played yet. Straight. I just talk about like NIL deals and how they go.
No, it's crazy. That's something that like I recently just got into, like as far as like this year, like 2023. I didn't really capitalize on all the opportunities that I had, you know what I'm saying, because my mindset was primarily on ball in school. But you know what I'm saying, it was primarily on ball as far as like NIL and football things go. But it was primarily on ball, man. So like I didn't even capitalize on the opportunities that I had, just thinking like, okay, you know what I'm saying, money will come later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just grind your butt off now and you know what I'm saying, the money will be there. But you know what I'm saying, with the opportunities, I feel like now just looking, being more optimistic and having a bigger picture on things. Now it's just like, okay, the opportunity's there. You might as well take advantage of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, you can never have too much money in my eyes. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, now I feel like I got to, that's something I've been trying to work on in 2023, just expanding my horizons and just hearing people out, you know what I'm saying, trying to create more opportunities, not only for myself, but for my teammates and for my family. And just, you know what I'm saying, like, just capitalizing on it more than I did, you know what I'm saying, previously in the year before. But like I said, I feel like it's long past due, like, it should have been done. You know what I mean? Like, I just be thinking about, you know what I'm saying, players like Reggie Bush and like Tim Tebow, like, if they had NIL deals, like, but like, you know what I'm saying, like, those guys had NIL deals, I just hope it don't take away, you know what I'm saying, from the game for real. For sure. That was my only thing about it. Like, I hope everybody don't start chasing money too early. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, there's more important things out here than money. So, like I said, money is good, money is great, but it ain't everything. So like, you know what I'm saying, like the time that you spend with your teammates, the grind, you know what I'm saying, them Saturdays, them Monday nights, you know what I'm saying, you'll never get those back. So, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I preach to people like that, you know what I'm saying, just think about that when you out here, you know what I'm saying, just chasing shit.
So what would you tell the younger kids? I mean, it's here now. It's like the cell phone. Everybody holler, I'm not having a cell phone. Okay, the ideas are here. So how would you tell the younger kids that's coming up to handle the business side? Because this is the business side. Right. So you think about it, the time you missed as your freshman year, what you really lost?
To be honest, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Like I
you don't think it, but the reality of it is probably millions. Because who you are.
Yeah.
And where you at now, it's like, so what would you tell the younger kids? What road, if you could change the road that you went down on the NIL deals, what would you tell them?
Shoot, don't miss your layups.
Okay.
Shoot, you know what I'm saying? If an opportunity presents itself, you know what I'm saying, look into it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, grab the first hook that's in the water, you feel what I'm saying?
Now.
Like,
okay.
You know, there's gonna be plenty of opportunities, like, you know what I'm saying, don't just take the bait, but like I said, don't miss your layups, man. Just, you know what I'm saying, look into it, and there's something you want to capitalize on and do it. Like, don't be scared to do it. Like, I feel like I held myself back because I was primarily football. Like, I'm coming into this year, I'm gonna play, you know what I'm saying, we gonna, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have a good season, yada, 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 I'm gonna put the work in, and like, NIL, just like, it was just like, what's NIL? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But to a younger person, man, like, take advantage of the opportunity because that, like, it's here for you.
How involved are your parents with the NIL deal?
I tell them strictly because, like, I know, you know what I'm saying, that I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially my mom. My mom's real deal good, you know what I'm saying, with just, like, legal documents and, you know what I'm saying, signing them. She's like, boy, don't you sign nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I always, you know what I'm saying, give it to her and let her look at it. And she let people look at it before I get to signing things and stuff like that. But like I said, as far as, like, this year is just gone, it's been going on, man. Like, it's been pretty good, you know what I'm saying?
Good,
yeah, NIL been
it's good.
Good, you know. I can't complain. I can't complain, but you know, shoot, yeah, man. Like my parents, both of my parents, man, kudos to them. Man, they super involved with me in every aspect of
That's
life.
all.
You know what I'm saying? In every aspect with football, school, you feel me? NIL deals, and you know, so like anytime I have a, you know what I'm saying, a deal or opportunity just to even present to them, I try to, you know what I'm saying, shoot it to them the best way I can and let them look over it.
Awesome.
So, Javon, why was the reason why you even started playing football? How old were you first started?
I want to say like 4 or 5.
Oh, you been in out the mud.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. In our house, you don't play sports. Shoot, man. Like, my brother played sports, you know what I'm saying? My sister was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pops ran track, mama played basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, sports is like just my family in general. Not even the immediate household, but just like my family in general, man. And football I grew up running track. Like, that was the, you know what I'm saying, the first love. Like, okay, this boy fast, let's put him on track, you know what I mean?
First thing I'm doing my son, first sport.
Hey, that's a kudos to you because, you know what I'm saying, track will get you, you know what I'm saying, like,
you
ready for football. If you cannot coach speed, man.
Both 3 works, huh?
You can never coach speed, man. Like, that's something that, you know what I'm saying, you can work on, but you cannot coach it. Like, it's you fast or you're not. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, but yeah, I started off running track, and you know what I'm saying, my pops was just like, I did flag football in Edenton, Georgia, because that's where we were from, like, originally. My pops from Edenton, Georgia, and my mom's from Edenton, Georgia, but a lot of our family stays in Millersville, so we moved to Millersville, like, later down the road, probably like my 2nd grade year. But got into football, flag football in Edenton, Georgia at the rec. And I was out there just tackling people. So, man, we moved to Millersville, and I was just that little fast kid, you know what I'm saying? Just giving the ball, he's super fast. And as I got older, man, I just started falling in love with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, football season, I started, you know what I'm saying, watching highlight tapes and things like that, man. I was just like, oh, man. Like, and I slowly, like, I ran track all throughout high school, but I knew when it was time to make that decision, it was always gonna be football.
Good.
Like, this is my love. Like, this is my passion. You know what I'm saying? I use track as an asset that make me a better football player, to be honest with you. And I'm not the player that I am if I don't run track, though, to be honest.
Sure.
So like I said, I started at a young age, and like when you want something like that is in your life, it's kind of hard to get rid of it, man. You build a love for it, man, and it's like you really can't take it away. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm more than a football player, but it's hard for me to even picture my life without football.
Yeah. Right.
Ryan, is anything else you want to say, man? Quote, whatever. Shout out anybody. Anything?
You know, I do a couple of shout outs though, for sure, man. shout out my mama and pop, man. Shout out my brother, sis, Jamar. Shout out the whole OTM, man. D-Lou, D-Rick, Keymon, man. Shout out my boy, Deshaun, man. I'm rocking the Weirdo merch too, so y'all go ahead and cop that. Y'all get active on that, man. Like I want to tell y'all, man, I thank y'all for having me on here.
Appreciate it, bro.
Privilege, man. I enjoyed the conversation. And, man, I look forward to coming back, man.
No, man.
That's all, man.
About anything you want to say, man?
I'm just glad to have you. You know, kudos to your parents and where you came from. And don't forget, enjoy your life. Don't take it too serious because, like you say, you just lost your teammate. So enjoy your walk, enjoy your ride, man, and peace and blessings on your life.
Appreciate that.
Javon, I know earlier you said, bro, you was like, bro, I don't know if I'm going to do 3 or 4 years, shouting. All I'm going to say is, man, a future first-round pick, shouting. A future first-round pick, man, for sure.
Top 5, baby.
Top 5, baby. I'm proud of you, bro, man, because I still remember when I went down there to speak to y'all, bro, and you was already a senior. We already on sign, and we been locked in ever since. I'm proud of you, kid.
Appreciate that.
Do your thing, bro. And the last thing I want to leave y'all with, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Javon got the perfect story to tell you. He went through the storm. Man, he fought, grit, never gave up. He's in a jail cell. A few months later, man, with God, anything is possible. A few months later, stand on the podium 2 times, MVP for both games. We out to
Hey, family, this is Ed Curney. Thank y'all for tuning in to the 1% podcast. Can y'all like, share, and subscribe to